And now, Philipsburg Broadcasting proudly presents Good Morning, Mr. Governor, with Francis Carty.
Good morning, Mr. Governor. What is the difference between politics and policy? As the country stabilizes and begins to attract new investors to our shores, it is essential for our leaders in government and the private sector to know and understand the difference between politics and policy. Politics is what we do at home to govern ourselves in a competitive political situation. And policy is what happens when Parliament approves a government action plan and puts it into writing for everyone to follow. In other words, politics can be defined as the art of governing, and policy can be defined as an overall plan that embraces the general good for everyone. Now, in terms of the actual situation, in his haste to encourage more investors to consider St. Maarten as their next investment in the Caribbean, our Prime Minister, William Marlin, provided potential investors with information that might not have been debated nor handled by our Parliament. Yet, Parliament recently passed legislation on our time-sharing industry, and our Minister of TIAT has not yet signed the law for implementation for the promotion and development of our time-sharing industry. We are no longer in a situation where we have to wait for Curaçao to take the lead for laws to govern our investment opportunities. And it is important that our Council of Ministers commences all revisions, adjustments, and new considerations as incentives for our existing and emerging investors. We commend our Prime Minister for his initiatives, but we urge him to ensure that all incentives are duly approved and are consistent with our incentive laws before they are presented to audiences inside and outside of our country. Good morning, Mr. Governor.
That was Good Morning, Mr. Governor by Francis Carty.